Hello and welcome. I'm Lanre Lasisi, and this is your legislative program, The Gavel. On the program today, we look at developments in the recall saga involving Senator Dino Melaye from Kogi State. This week, an Abuja Federal High Court reached a decision on the matter. We have details of that for you. Now, it's been a season of floods and extreme weather conditions that have had great impact on a large number of people. Outside Nigeria, the state of Texas has had to deal with Hurricane Harvey, while in Sierra Leone, a mudslide left tears and devastation in its wake. Here in Nigeria, the flood in Benue State has held the attention of the country. We had a chat with the chairman of the House of Representatives Committee on Climate Change, Representative Samuel Onuigbo, on the flood and steps being proposed by the House to tackle such occurrences.
First, I just said it's an unfortunate incident that has really affected millions of people and caused many deaths. So my hearts actually go out to the families that are bereaved and to those helpless ones that are displaced. And then pray to God that we don't continue to go through this route, maybe after every 4 or 5 years. That's my first reaction. Then second reaction is that this is a disaster, a natural disaster, that we know that if we take little steps here and there, we'll probably be able to reduce the magnitude of the destruction. You just mentioned Harvey, Irma, and the rest of them. At least from the angle of the number of deaths that occurred in the United States, you would agree with me that if we were able to read this correctly and respond accordingly, probably would have succeeded in reducing, the number of deaths experienced in this last one. But you can cast your mind back to 2012 and early July, when we had, flood that spread throughout about 30 states, yes. So, and cost over 300 and something, about 363 deaths. And from what NEMA reported then, well over 2.1 million persons were displaced. And the total losses incurred by the nation was in the region of about 2.6 or so trillion naira, according to NEMA. So this is a major issue that we have to look for ways and means of addressing as a nation. And then also take proper precautions, to ensure that whenever we are faced with these, we're able to respond to the challenges adequately.
When the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Honorable Yakubu Dogara, was reacting to this some weeks back, he actually put it forward like, for him, he said the flood emphasizes the need for targeted solutions to the problems affecting our environment. And he put forward the position of the House that hopefully there will be a bill. The bill was being considered on the Climate Change Agency, if I got it correctly, that he hopes will address some of these issues. I'm sure that bill is with you.
Yes.
Can you just help us understand what that is all about and how it can help address some of these challenges?
Thank you very much. You know that the issue of climate change sounds a bit esoteric to a lot of people, and it's also led to people not fully appreciating the danger, the extent of damages being caused, and the threat to life, and even national security. Consequently, this bill was conceived, I actually sponsored that bill, was conceived to take care of those things and bring together nations' approaches to issues of climate change under one roof, and then highlight things that need to be done, actions that need to be taken under one umbrella. It's like a legal framework, actually, of policies, how to mainstream responses, actions of government into national development. That's the way to summarize it. And then you have to do this through this agency that you mentioned. It must be emphasized that before now, this nation, well, we are hoping that this law will be achieved. We don't have any law, but this is a law or an act on climate change. Okay. What we have over the years succeeded in doing is to create national climate change policy, this and that, but no act of parliament. Therefore, things were being done in silos, isolated situation, agencies and things like that. And some of them actually do not have complete powers with which to carry out this function. So this bill is aimed at harmonizing, harnessing the resources that the nation has to fight climate change issues.